Mark Sosin, Saltwater Journal. Pages from the notebook of one of America's leading authorities on saltwater fishing. Mark Sosin, Saltwater Journal is brought to you by Penn Reels, the great American reel company. By Lowrance Electronics, world's largest manufacturer of sport fishing sonar. Overcast 15, the only sunscreen lotion formulated for fishermen. And Fish Formula by Keeper Bait Company, the world's most advanced scent technology. In just a moment, page 1 of today's feature story.
Shouldering the southern tip of the fabled Everglades, Florida Bay serves as a mixing zone, blending the nutrient-laden freshwater from Lake Okeechobee with the sea. It is a unique and vital habitat, pockmarked by over 100 small islands or keys. At low tide, a great portion of this shallow bay lies exposed, and at high tide, the deepest spots seldom exceed 10 feet. This is a critical nursery ground for the pink shrimp and other crustacea. Bait fish are born here, and the young of many species rely on this region for their survival. It represents a total food chain blessed with incredible richness. Seemingly endless numbers of birds congregate to forage on small fish, while marine predators prowl this transitional zone, searching for an easy meal. The presence of prized game fish on these same shallow flats lures the angler. This is an exercise in stealth because the slightest noise will frighten even the fiercest adversary. The fisherman silently stalks his quarry, spotting it before the cast is made. Even experienced anglers are humbled by the challenge. Captain Flip Pallot makes his living in this fragile environment, sharing his understanding of nature and ability to locate fish with his clients. His primary targets are the bonefish, permit, tarpon, and redfish. But today, we seek a different denizen that has earned the reputation of history's greatest predator, the shark.
You see where he went, Flip? I know he's right in here someplace.
He's close, but I don't see him. This water's so murky. Look here at 1 o'clock, Mark, close. 30 feet at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, all right, I see him.
Get it right in front of him.
He's behind it.
Okay, that's a perfect
Coming
cast.
for it. He's coming. I think he's behind it. I'm going to drop it.
No, he is definitely on it.
Look at him go, Flip.
Mr. Sosin, you have a bite.
Ah, do we ever. That's not even a big shark. Everybody talks about a bonefish, Flip, going through the water. That shark is a match for him.
Got a piece of weed on the line.
Yeah, I noticed that. That's a piece of ballyhoo, I think, that he...
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
He decided to give up in haste. Here he's coming towards us now. You know, that's nature's greatest predator, Flip. Look at him. Not very big, but he has existed for eons of time in that very same shape and form. Look at him go. Boy, they sure shake that head. That's the way they bite. You know, a barracuda chops clean, and a shark will get hold of something and shake its head. It's just a little too much for him right now. Now, Captain, I understand you are very good at removing hooks from sharks.
You mean I'm supposed to do that?
You and I have a contract. I catch them, you turn them loose.
I thought you were the one that was going to do that.
Oh, no. Are you staked yet, Flip?
Right now, here I come. Just keep battling there for a minute. Let me get tied up.
I'm not going to touch him. I'm going to save that for you.
Here we go.
You're the only one with enough courage to do that. Those sharks have a cartilaginous skeleton. They can turn right around and bite your hand on that tail.
Well, I'm going to try to keep that from happening.
Now, how do you get out of that thing? You have one hand in the front, one in the back.
Well,
You want me to hold that?
no, I'm going to show you how you get out of it.
Okay.
You got to get hold of his. You got to get hold of his head.
Quickly, you got to get hold of his head. That's why it's in your contract. God, they are strong fish. Unless you've handled one, you cannot believe how they'll twist out of your hand.
They love to roll.
Kind of like wrestling a gator, isn't it, Flip?
I wouldn't know about
You
that.
wouldn't know about that. Look at that. Look at that. You have a death grip on that thing, Flip.
Well, if I'm not holding on to him, he's
at
going to
that
be
thing.
holding on to me. He's a nice fish, Mark.
Yeah.
I'd say he's, you know,
They look smaller in the water than they do when you drag them out.
I'd say he's 15 pounds, maybe 12 pounds, something like that.
So many people pass up these fish, Flip, and they can cast to them on the flats when they're looking for bonefish or tarpon or permit or anything else.
Feel that skin.
Yeah.
And take a look at some of that dental equipment.
And he's got it.
They grow in rows. I don't know if you can see back in there the teeth, the replacement teeth that
Yeah,
are growing
I can.
behind the primary teeth.
And they just kind of roll up.
Get your pliers, if you would, and snatch that hook out of there. I don't want to let go of
You
your
got a
shark.
good grip?
Yeah, believe me, I got a good grip.
Just hang on.
My circulation is cut.
All right.
Okay. Now, let's try to release it. Get it going here.
Well, they are hardy animals. Look out. Don't let him bite you. You see him turn like that?
Yeah, he looked like he was ready, didn't he?
You just put a little oxygen through those gills.
He's pumping pretty good here.
Yeah, he is.
And I'm going to let him go.
There he goes.
Nice of him to.
Like nothing ever happened. Just cruising along with the tide.
Now, we could catch him again when he gets to be 200 pounds.
Well, there may be a 200-pounder on here. Look at what he did to that hook.
I tell you, they have some power in those jaws, don't they?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to get my hands in it.
Well, what do you say? You ready for Mr. Big?
I'm going to tie on a new hook and we're going to catch Mr. Big.
Let's do it.
Flip, you're a professional guide. A lot of people come down here to fish. How do you recommend they rig?
I think for the first time shark fishing, it's important to use a natural bait. And this is a ballyhoo. And the way that they might think about rigging it is with a fairly small hook. Use something like a 4-0 or a 5-0 that's easy to set with light line. And then a short trace of wire against the shark's teeth.
Number 5 wire, number 7 wire.
Fine. And then we use what we call a shock tippet or a shock piece above the wire, which we connect with any of a number of knots, but this is an Albright knot right here. And we use this knot instead of a swivel because the swivel tends to make bubbles as it moves through the water. Other sharks try to eat it. The shark himself may be distracted by a swivel moving through the water, take it for a small minnow or something. Then we put approximately the shark's body length of shock material on here, so that as you're fighting the fish and this rubs up against his very rough skin, it doesn't fray your class line. And then at the end of the shock piece, you tie in your light line. You tie it right in with the same knot, an Albright and a bimini twist. Then you get 100% connection here, you have 100% connection here, and again here at the hook.
Do you feel like pulling?
I always feel like pulling. Let's do it.
I feel like fishing. Hop up there and let's move down this flat.
Mark, here's an unusual sight here. There's an eagle ray swimming around over here. I don't think I've ever seen an eagle ray in this part of the Everglades before.
What do you think brought them in?
I have no idea. It's really the first time I've ever seen anything like this. Look at the way he pushes a wake against the wind.
Now, wakes are very important on flats fishing. You look for wakes because when there's a wake, something's making it.
Absolutely.
Spotting fish in shallow water is an art, but there are some things anybody can do to make it easier. What do you like to see your clients do when they're out here with you?
Polaroid sunglasses, Mark, are probably the single most important thing that a person can wear as an aid to seeing fish in saltwater situations.
What about height and angle?
All important also, which is why we use these towers to get a higher perspective of the fish. Mark, look right there. Look at 1 o'clock. 12:30, 1 o'clock, going away.
How far?
That's right. You're pointing the rod right at him. A little to the left where your rod is. 2 boat lengths. Coming toward you now. Right at the end of your rod. Going to the right.
Oh yeah, I see him.
Ooh!
Boy, did he want that.
He's got it. Hey, good going. Oh, he threw it.
There he goes. He's going to hit him right now.
I got him, Mark.
God, I didn't even have time to bait up. Whoa! I better get that pole from you and go after him.
You better, because you know what? He's cleaning my clock here.
All right, let me get down here and get that pole.
Boy, listen to the drag on this reel.
I got it.
Okay, let me hold on to you for just a minute. Okay, let's just swap ends.
You swap them.
Boy, let me tell you what, this fish is going to the Bahamas, Mark.
How come you get the ones that take the long poles and I get the easy ones?
Just lucky, I guess.
Just lucky, you guess.
He is way out there by that big white hole.
Flip promised me one thing.
What's that?
You'll never tell anybody I pole a boat.
Oh, I'm going to tell everybody.
Oh, no, because then you never get to catch the sharks and the bonefish, the tarpon, the permit.
A little faster, please.
A little faster, please. I
I'm more
don't
to
do
the
this
left.
every day like you do.
Boy, Mark, I'm going to tell you what. This fish does not want any part of us.
You know, people don't realize you get a shark like that on light tackle, light line, a light rod, and it can be a lot of fun. They'll make longer runs than a bonefish.
Well, I'll tell you something.
If I sound winded, Flip, it's because I've been poling forever after this thing.
Well, I'd say he's about 300 yards out there is all.
Oh. I may let you fight him yourself.
Well, you know what I'm anxious to see?
What?
How you're going to land this shark for me.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Not me. I don't have that kind of courage. I need 10 fingers to work a typewriter. I can see him now.
Mark, I got a big algae bloom hung on my line.
I noticed that.
It's about 15 feet this
Am I
side of
going
the
to
fish.
have to be a cotton picker and take that off for you or what?
No. I don't want to spoil your poling rhythm. I'd say this one's about 30 pounds, Mark.
Do you think, Captain, that I could stake out here for a minute?
Boy, did you just see him bite that algae bloom? He's about, Mark, you know what's interesting? He's got a pilot fish attached to his...
Yeah, I see him there, on the right side behind his dorsal.
Yeah.
Little remora. Bring him over here where I can see him, Captain.
Okie doke, he's coming.
Oh, I don't touch that fella. It's in my contract. It's in my contract.
I think he's still a little angry, Mark.
Yeah, well, if he takes the gel coat off your boat, you won't mind. Oh, is he snapping?
Little snap there. Mark, I think if you could come...
I am staked, Captain, and I will come up there.
Just come and clip this hook off right in his mouth.
Oh, yeah, I don't touch him. I'll just clip the hook, and it'll rust out in a few days.
Well, I'll tell you something. He's getting a little bit too big for handling.
And I'm going to clip it very carefully. You ready?
You hold the line in your left hand when you clip it. Okay, you got him?
Yeah. I'm going to cut him right about...
No, cut him right at the hook, and then we can retie.
Okay.
All right.
There it is.
Goodbye, baby.
The remora is still with him.
Here he goes. Mark, let's move off this flat for a little while anyway and try against the shoreline right up against the mangroves.
Sharks swim continuously with steady tail beats, never pausing to rest in their search for another victim. When the falling tide starts to pull the water off the flats, these effective predators drop into deeper cuts along mangrove-cluttered islands. That's where small fish will seek sanctuary, and that's where the shark will seek its prey. Two-thirds of the land area that was once the Florida Plateau now rests beneath the sea. The shallow flats and the mangrove islands called keys represent higher elevations and remain as evidence of the slowly rising level of the ocean. The mangrove's tenacious entanglement of roots not only builds land masses, but filters impurities out of the water as well. With a few feet of water beneath its body, the shark reacts differently than it does on the flats when its belly is scraping the marl and sand bottom and speed is its only means of escape. It becomes an increasingly persistent creature, boasting considerably more daring and much less caution.
Perfect cast.
All right, let it come. He's got it.
He didn't take the hook yet, though.
I think he's going to eat it.
He's on it. Good going.
There he is.
Good going.
Boy, it doesn't take them long when they want it. There's nothing you can do when he's taking drag. Gee, it's pretty to watch them eat, isn't it?
Try some little short pumps on him.
All right.
Very, very short. See how well it works?
That worked very well. Tell me a little bit about those short pumps. You use them a lot, don't you, to pump a fish in?
Yeah.
And what does it do for you?
It lets you use the base of the rod, which is for fighting the fish, as opposed to the tip, which is for casting.
Boy, he's trying to bite something. Here you go.
Boy, he's trying to get that leader or something.
Yeah.
Boy, he is really hot.
They are mean. See if I can plane them up here.
This is where those short pumps will help you.
He looks awesome under that boat.
That's a big fish.
You know, I always think that there are no small sharks. Some are just bigger than others. That's wrapped around his pectoral fin, and I don't have control of his head, and he's awfully mean about that.
Yeah, he does not look like a happy shark.
He is
right
not
now.
a happy shark. He is not a happy shark at all. You can't beat him quickly that way. I can't control his head. How about if I walk down there and stand next to you at some point in time? Here. Another trick, Flick, is to put this under your forearm.
Yeah, gives you a little extra leverage.
But you know, the sharks, Flip, are really part of nature's system. They're a very effective predator, and they cull the weak out of these schools. And
the cleanup crew.
It's a cleanup crew. Captain, he's got a free head that I can't control. He doesn't like you. I can see that already. He does not like you. I'll tell you something. He's going to bite you.
I'm going to just try to break him off.
Sounds good to me. Watch it if that hook comes flying back.
Maybe I'll just clip it. Might make a little more sense.
Yeah, we ought to emphasize, too, that these are very tricky things to handle. Just clip it. Look out. God, I felt him smack that boat.
He tried to smack my hand.
I saw that. If you weren't so quick, a shark would have gotten you years ago.
I'll tell you, he did try to take a little swipe at me there.
You're dangerous, though. You love that excitement and that enjoyment, don't you? He's going to come back and bite you.
Look at what he did to the side of the boat. Good going. Good going. Good fish.
I'll tell you, you have cool courage when it comes to handling those beasts. I'd take a pair of pliers and I'd cut that wire about in the middle and let him go. I don't want to fool with him. Although it evokes fascination and even fear in man, the shark is a magnificent animal that has survived by a fragile thread through eons of time. As nature's most impressive predator, it plays a vital role in controlling other species. For the angler, the shark represents an exciting challenge when tested with hook and light line.
We also share the responsibility of releasing these fish to ensure their continued survival. The seas just wouldn't be the same without them.
Mark Sosin's Saltwater Journal. Pages from the notebook of one of America's leading authorities on saltwater fishing. Mark Sosin's Saltwater Journal is brought to you by Penn Reels, the great American reel company. By Lowrance Electronics, world's largest manufacturer of sport fishing sonar. Overcast 15, the only sunscreen lotion formulated for fishermen. And Fish Formula by Keeper Bait Company, the world's most advanced scent technology. Join us next week for another feature story from the pages of Mark Sosin's Saltwater Journal.